Okay, what are we doing, Oscar?
We're walking on a trail, turning for Alaska.
Training for Alaska. Did it, Oscar? Do you believe that? And there's our resident Caribou. Okay, we gotta get situated here. We're just out here trying to find where we should put camp. We've got bulls running around us. Okay, we're almost to the saddle. Look at this country. Our camp is way back there. Well, we're only maybe a mile. We'll check later. Okay, we're approaching the saddle for the first time. Look at this view. That looks like moose country, Oscar. Bear country.
Not so much of caribou hunt country.
Yeah, not down there. Like you said, let's go to that knob, Oscar.
Okay.
Here we are, we're walking to our glassing saddle. And look what we just walked up on. Pick it up, Oscar. Wow. Cool. I wonder if the matching side is around. On 2, 3, 5, 6. Way over there. Okay. Well, we've got some animals. I need to keep glassing down here in the bottoms. Female moose, I think. Can't see her head very good. But we're just sitting here glassing. And she's down there somewhere. Good looking moose habitat. Cows. This is day 1 of our hunt.
Well, day 2, but...
Well, we flew in yesterday. First day we could shoot is today. We've already seen a lot of caribou. We saw maybe a coyote. I passed on it. Hopefully it wasn't a wolf. There's a really big caribou. There's a bunch out in front of us. There's bulls. Nothing monster, but man, at the base of that little knob, it's a big old one with the big paddles, but there could be bigger, or maybe we haven't even covered any of this. We're gonna go to this tip and work around the edges. Okay, Oscar. Oh, that one's...
What?
Oh, that's a ground squirrel. We're still seeing caribou. We're gonna find a spot to hunker down for lunch while we glass all this country. All of this is more like moose habitat than caribou, but hopefully there's a black bear down here somewhere. That is a cow moose. This is our little glassing point for the afternoon or midday. We're gonna get our little shelter up and rest. But it's out there somewhere. Look at this country. Okay, Oscar. We sitting here. We're just taking our break. We're going to be here for a while just because there's no point in covering ground during daylight hour or midday. We'll let the sun go down a little bit more and resume. Finally see a bull moose. We've been sitting here for a few hours. Okay, we glassed this from above. We've been here for a couple hours glassing, and we saw this from above. Holy cow, Oscar. Oh, holy cow, wait for me. That's a nice one. Pick it up. Oh yeah, it's brown. That's this year's.
Oh gosh, it's big.
It's not even a very wide moose. That's like a 30-inch moose. They have to be 50 inches in a lot of units to shoot them. That's awesome. We got a lot of sheds. Some of the sheds we just marked on the GPS. We'll get them on another day. Okay, now who's carrying that home?
Me. Right now.
Black flies in this creek. Yeah.
Right here.
Just on our hike out, that's a fresh bed or something. See how they mat?
Look for poop.
They mat the here, bears. Get out here, bears. Okay. We're hiking up the hill. Look at Oscar's big backpack. And then look at mine. Big old moose shed, gun. We don't even have any meat in their pack. How is it already like 40 pounds?
40 pounds. 30.
Oh, 30. But on this jaunt today, we realized we ought to thin out a few of the items we don't need, like hand sanitizer. What else? Oh, your binoculars.
Yeah.
Oscar's not using binoculars, I am. There's a few things that we can
I can't find the bowl.
thin out. And I have like 20 game bags, Oscar. I don't think I was worried we were gonna shoot a caribou and a bear and a wolf all in the same morning. I don't think that'll happen. So I can thin those out. Another nice one. It's not rotten at all. Oh, look at that little back scratcher. Those little points, the tip right here.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, that's a back scratcher. Okay, end of day one.
Or day 2.
Well,
Day 1 of hunting.
day 1 of hunting. We flew in yesterday midday. Look what Oscar's holding. 2. And we saw 4 more that we're gonna get up on a future trek. Plus a big old moose shed. And that adds to the pile of ones we already have. Here's our tent. Well, we're about to go after that bull. That nice bull. There's about 6 or 7 in that herd. Except, I got my boots on, got all ready, and now it started raining outside. Raining pretty good, but I've got people on Garmin giving us the radar signal. I knew it was supposed to rain about a 30 to 60% chance today. So it is, but I think it's gonna break up, and as soon as it does, we'll take off. There. Nice tops, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are crossing this big valley, heading up behind us, going after that herd. What were there, 7?
6.
6?
No, 7.
With
yeah.
one really wide one, but then the one with huge palms up top, palmated tops. I think that's the one we're going after, if we can find it. What's the matter? Well, we crossed the valley. Our tent is way over that way on the other ridge. We crossed over looking for this big bull. Haven't found them yet. They may be up here on this top, who knows. But this morning we saw a pretty nice bull right across from camp. That's our backup plan, I guess. So we're 2.5 miles from camp as the crow flies, but a lot farther than that because we had to go down a giant canyon and back up. And here we are. Look at our view. If it wasn't a foggy, nasty day, we'd have an incredible view right here. We're at the end of this giant point. Well, we marked this earlier. Now we have to pack this 2 miles back to camp. It's a pretty good one. It almost landed, it almost hit you. What was that? Cool. Where's your shotgun? You should have carried your shotgun this whole way. Okay, Oscar. Hiking back to our camp after a long day. It is 5:56. We left our camp about 5:56 probably. And it was socked in most of the day, so massive hike. Kind of all for nothing because clearly in this stuff you can't see. There's a whole bunch right here. They're all over Oscar. Any shooters? Don't spook them. Pretty cool, huh? A lot of moose signs, so finally we see one.
Making spam. In that one we have ramen noodles.
There's 5 bulls across from camp, and I think they're 5 nice bulls, and I think we're gonna try to go get the biggest one. Drying out from a long day yesterday, everything being wet, so trying to get everything dry. Okay, we've got bulls all over. 3 big ones here, 3 big ones there, but I think those are the biggest. And here we are just sitting in camp waiting for the fog to lift, but we got to go after those, Oscar. Let's get dressed. Turn on, Oscar.
It is on.
Oscar?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm on it.
Down.
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 Down. It's down.
Yes! Shoot the one on the right. Shit, Oscar. Is it over there? Turn on, Oscar. Oscar, right here. Turn on, Oscar. Where's the black one? Yeah, that's it. You on it, Oscar? You on it, Oscar? Down. Down. Yes! Okay, there's two more. Let me see which one was the biggest. Here. Hold it. Oh yeah, I shot the one I wanted to. Oh. And look at his claws. A break in the clouds. Oh. We almost got screwed. Okay. First Alaska hunt, DIY caribou. Father and 10-year-old son. Let's make sure it's dead. Pretty big, Oscar. A lot of mass up top. Shovel. Yeah, hold on. Just poke it. Yeah. It's done. Holy cow. Look at that. Wide. That's a double shovel, I think. Holy cow. It's thick. Huge. Is that a double shovel? Yeah. Double shovel. Big bez. Big tops. Look at that palmation. Oh, man. We're not even that far from camp. Can you believe it? This is about the size of a bull elk, right? We can handle this. If you ever do one of these, I think this is the spot, bro. Oh, it's like that. Man, it barely fits.
Because their bowl is too big.
Jeez. Got this all set up. got Oscar in the out of the rain or mist. Now I'm gonna go to work here. So we're leaving. We got one load. We're gonna leave behind the 2 meat bags and the giant caribou. The carcass will stay there. Hopefully the black bear is eating on it when we get back. And now we have to go across that way to camp. All right. So we're coming back for load 2, which is there. I thought I'd explain the scenario. Camp is way back there, but it's fogged in right now. We saw 4 bulls up there. They were the same ones as last night. They were decent ones. I was gonna shoot one today, but then from camp, where'd they come from? They came from over here, and I saw them for the first time, like right, yeah, it would have been right over there the first time I saw them from camp. And I could tell, wow, those are better. So, but we were socked in, so we just like all this fog rolling in. So we had to wait for the fog to leave. We did, and then once the fog left, we came down, we dropped down, we went up right there, cut through that, went up to that knoll up there, and then we were on that knoll, like sitting right up there where my finger's touching it. And then that's a 200-yard shot to where the tent, or where the bull died.
And then there was, yeah.
Yeah, we were literally, after all that, they got up out of their bed, they started cutting over here. And then it's on my, I think my GoPro will show it. I couldn't see. They were right there. 270 yards is when I first ranged them.
And then all of a sudden,
then they walked towards us.
All of a sudden, the fog rolled in, and then when we saw a gap in the fog, it was just like right there.
Yeah.
Where the kill site is.
It had moved quite a ways as that fog rolled in. And look at this. Just like the hunt this morning, this fog rolls in at the worst timing possible. And then there goes your visibility. And when I shot, it was still pretty foggy, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like that, we're about to lose our visibility of our kill site. Jeez. Welcome to Alaska. Okay, packing meat and the rack. This is all of it. And we gotta go up to our tent, which is like up there. A lot of blueberries. Ha!
Okay, ready? 3,
Okay.
2, 1. They're better than the ones in Texas.
Practically an all-day sit here. It's nasty outside, so we got a burner going. Oscar likes his hair out. He says it's like Uncle Brian. He can just shape it any which way he wants.
Because it's so crusty.
It's crusty. We're hoping for a break so we can, well, I want to go regardless. But we want to break because there's more country we want to see, and there's shed antlers that we glassed up over there that we want to recover.
But we can still get these shed antlers if there's fog.
Correct.
We marked them on our GPS.
Yep. It's like a scene from National Geographic, we're up here hiking. Look what we just stumbled across. It's nice when nobody else covers this ground. That's just one. Holy cow.
Yeah, me too.
Holy cow. So we spotted these. We were over there. Well, we spotted these yesterday. That's a nice one. So we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think, oh, 6. I think there's 6 sheds I gotta haul back to camp. Wow, nice one, huh? So yesterday we were glassing over there, and while we were working this ridge, I kept seeing a nice shed that I think is right over this ridge down here in this little valley. It's either this one or the next one over. Oh, there it is. So we're hiking back. Camp is over there. And I have how many racks are in here?
1,
You can't see them all.
4, 5. Yeah, like 5.
We have 5 big sheds.
Yeah, 5.
And there's one more in the bottom. Okay, we glassed this up 2 days ago.
Really big.
This is monstrous.
Really chewed up.
We're not taking it, but holy cow.
Really chewed up. Really like
That would have been bigger than mine by quite a bit. So they're out here, Oscar. But this thing could be 5 years old,
Probably.
roughly. The squirrels love it, so let's just leave it right where they had it. Made it back. Last long trip through that, other side of that mountain, all the way to the very end, then back, then down there, now up. Take a look at this meat camp, meat pole. Don't touch the antlers because
Are they still dry?
well, they've got that antler cure on them.
Uh-huh.
I think they're still, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of meat.
We're gonna try ptarmigan for the first time.
I'm gonna put some
Seasoning.
wild game seasoning on it. Get some olive oil that we brought in these little. I'll just use all that.
It's gonna be good. That looks good.
Ptarmigan for the first time.
Ready?
Okay, we're all ready. 13 caribou sheds, 1 moose shed. Got this guy protected under here. It's drying. I don't want the rain to get on it. Our gear. All the meat. 5 bags of meat, and then the black bag is garbage. We never had a fire. We didn't even have a chance. Today's finally one of the few dry days. I think the pilot should be here soon. Okay, well, we were all packed up on the ridge behind me, and then it was too windy, so now we kind of reset up a little tarp shelter, keep everything dry while we sit, and it's basically wait until the wind dies down is the hope. I hope we don't have to set the tent back up tonight. Our first meal of
Caribou.
caribou in our life. Fresh, harvested when? Yesterday? Or no, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Okay, eating caribou for the first time. Try it, Oscar. Backstrap caribou with olive oil and seasoning.
It's good.